Control L.
Windows.
Windows. Apple users.
No. There's something about it.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. It's fine. Okay. Sorry. So we are Simplo team. Here we have 30 tourists, like 30 tourists and few local people. And all of us are tourists actually. We arrived here like 2 weeks ago. And like every tourist, we go around, we make a lot of photos. How many of you bring professional photo cameras with you?
Elaine.
Elaine is not part of the team. How much? Branko is the one? Yes? Do you have professional photo camera? How many of you two guys take pictures with your cameras actually, not with your phone? Only one.
Actually.
Sometimes. Occasionally. Like, okay, one is serious and two occasionally. So we have like 30 tourists and 28 probably, or 27.5 are making pictures with their phones. Many of us actually are taking a lot of pictures of one and the same thing, like me. For example, if you, I can't work with that. If you can see, there is a pattern here. It's the Statue of Liberty. I took around 30 photos of one place, or 3 photos here in the subway, or 5 photos in the room. I have so many photos and I have no time to deal with them. I think that, yeah, maybe so. I don't delete them because I think that someday, maybe when I go home, I have enough time to sit down and organize all my photos. But actually, I never have the time for that. This is my phone, my real photo library right now. So we decided to find a solution for all these people that have this problem, too many photos and no time to organize them, because when you go back home and your mother tells you, "Oh, Kiro, I want to see your pictures," and you're showing the same location like 30 times, the Statue of Liberty 30 times, because go to the next location. So let's do something about this and to make it more convenient. And what we did?
We created Simplo. So Simplo is a time-saving mobile application that picks the right photos from hundreds in your library and summarizes the key events of your trip in a short storytelling video.
And how it works. First you have all your pictures. You select your time frame, like 1st of July to 15th of July. Then our super smart, magical algorithm pick the right photos from hundreds in your photo library and convert them into a 1-minute short story, short telling, short video. And you might ask, oh, these guys are joking. This magic algorithm, it doesn't exist. No, actually it exists. How it works, our secret sauce is a mixture of too many factors, actually. You don't have to know about all of them, but I'm going to tell you. First is the histogram of the picture, how the lights and the colors are they good, the focus, location of the picture, how many pictures we have on the same location, the time, the weather, the number of photos at one location, smiling face detector system, eye shape detector, color analyzer, and so on and so on. And of course we have some secrets that we can't review right now. What is our business model? How we are going to make money from it? Actually, we have 2 types. It's a freemium model and it's a pro version. I really love the freemium model and the free app, and I'll tell you why. With the free app, you can generate 1-minute video for free, 1 minute. But while generating the video, because you don't know which picture our algorithm will pick for you, you have to wait, hey, what's going on? What's going to be the picture that it's going to pick for me? And you have to watch one ad. Yes, and actually we make money from the ads. Of course, if you want to get rid of the ads, or if you want to pick your own pictures, or to change the music, or make some edits, you have to pay for every single thing No, actually not for every single thing. You can buy the Pro version for $4 lifetime. And you can make longer videos, you can edit the videos, and so on. We believe, we have some Excel files we can show it to you, that with initial investment of $60,000 for 1 year, we can make a break even in the end of the first year, and maybe after 5 years we will have revenue around $2.6 million. Am I missing something?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so what's our market? Our market is the United States. Since we're here, we want to take advantage of our experience here. We want to meet upfront with our customers. We want to get to know them. We want to understand them. We want to know who they really are. So we start with the United States. So the current population of the United States is 340 million people. After research, we found out that 91% of those people are using mobile devices, smart mobile devices, so they're potential customers of our mobile application. Then we found out that 56% of those people are aged 21 to 34 and they travel. Then we got even deeper. 40% of those travelers go to leisure trips. So 60% business trips, 40% leisure trips. Here we assume that people who go to a leisure trip tend to take more photos than people who go on their business trip. So finally, we got our serviceable obtainable market of 14.8 million people. Out of all those potential customers who are US residents, they love to take photos, they own a mobile device, they have a very active social presence in social networks, they travel, and they are aged 21 to 34. So out of all those potential customers, we detected 3 potential subgroups of customers while talking to people. Yes, initially we had the idea that people have problems telling their story, but after we met with them and talked about their travel experience, we understood that that's not a problem. Nonetheless, they love to tell their story, but they don't have time organizing their photos. So we met here with a professor in Barcelona, a Puerto Rican guy, who has 2 teenage daughters. And he was on a trip with his family in Miami, and he showed us on his phone a video that he made on his own from the photos he took while being in Miami. So how much time do you think that making this video took him?
5 minutes.
3 hours.
3 hours. 1 hour choosing the photos and 2 hours summing them up. Then we went to Harvard. We talked to a German student, and he said that his friend made jokes of him because after each and every trip, he shares hundreds of photos in Facebook. And they say, dude, why do you waste our time? We want to get through everything. So that's why these are the groups. So our major competitors, there are 5, but TripAdvisor isn't our direct competitor. They have a TripWall, which is an add-on on Facebook, so it's kind of
Yeah, it's close. The closest competitor is the TripWall application of TripAdvisor, but they work on only desktop only.
Yeah.
So they are not direct competitor. And
iMovie is very costly, so they're focused on combining videos. Mevio is a diary-like application, which kind of not our focus. Animoto is also focused on combining videos, yet they're very costly, and you have to pay a monthly fee. And Flipogram is quite close to us, but they want you to choose your photos, and it's not simple to use. So for the people who are gonna beat that competition, starting with Nedielko, our CEO, he's not only an experienced leadership team leader, but he's also a progressive technologist. He has a lot of experience in hardware startups. After that, Veliko, our secret weapon. He's the magician that's gonna bring the algorithm for Simplo. He has also experience in software development and startups. Kiro, our arts and creative guy. Cremena, the goodwill ambassador and customer relationship manager. And me, Michaela, all in research and analysis.
so a few words about our strategy, how to go to market. First, we are building our MVP. We try to reach between 10 and 30 users from our friends, family, and some tech guys to give us feedback. Second is the beta version. We try to reach 100 users, to get 2 reviews from specialized websites, to reach some bloggers, travelers, and analyze key metrics. And then we're going on the market and we're trying to reach initial like between 1,000 and 10,000 users. We want to make some Facebook campaigns, ad campaigns on Google, YouTube, and travel medias, more reviews at sites like Mashable. We try to reach PRs, bloggers, travelers, influencers, some magazines, and of course, if we can reach 1 or 2 celebrities, it will be great.
Okay, so based on that, do we think, are we ready to
Go!
go?
Whoa!
I have a bonus feature for you.
Bonus slide.
Can you turn the lights on?
Yes.
Thanks.
You know, so when you guys first pitched this last week, I thought, oh man, I don't get it. It's not going to work. You've made so much progress, And again, I love the energy level of what you're presenting. The slides were good, simple, easy to follow. A couple of things. Number one is I would well, first of all, can you guys actually develop this algorithm?
Yes.
Yeah, actually it's already developed.
I love how, are you going to be the sales guy? The sales guy always says, yes, of course. Now I'll go for the honest answer.
Another Bulgarian startup has already developed it, and we can make a partnership with them.
But they use it for different things.
Yeah.
And we can start much more easier than having the algorithm. We can just pick random photos.
The reason I mention it is, and I think you want to do some more work on the business model itself. I mean, take a look at those competitors again and how they're making money and charging for this. Because it just, at the end of this, I was thinking, you know what, this is goofy enough that it could actually be one of those things that catches on. Especially if they're, you know, I think you should probably have 2 options, a 30-second video and a 1-minute video, and it chooses the pictures for you. It probably slaps on whatever music, you know, and maybe if you want to get really creative, you can throw filters on top of it as well, so you can make it look like, you know, an antique movie, or you could make it, you know, move faster or whatever, you know, some different items to, so you'd have kind of the free version, and then there'd be a slightly more, you know, complex version where you get to choose the photos. You get to choose some filters. You can do some other neat things, like if you take a series of pictures of somebody jumping off a rock, you can stitch it together, or if you take a series of photos of a panorama, you can stitch those together. So there's an opportunity here to bifurcate the model a little bit into a free version, and then something that maybe costs $4.99 or $2.99. But and also, I don't know that I would not interfere at all with the process of making the video. Make it really easy. Like, just say, you know, just, I want to do video. Don't make them watch an ad. Don't make them do anything. Put the ad on the video. When they post it up to Facebook, right, then somebody has to watch a short ad. And they could be really short ads, like 3, 4, 5-second ads. And then it goes into a 30-second video. So you don't want to make somebody watch a 30-second ad for a 30-second video. They won't watch it. But this whole concept of maybe a new type of ad, which is like a flash ad, you know, at the beginning and at the end or something. I would make that process of creating it and getting it distributed, whether it's through Facebook or a Snapchat type of thing where you can send it to people and then it disappears, whatever it may be. So don't hamper that process of the virality of it. But it's a really interesting idea, and I would push more on this. What I might do is maybe using iMovie or something, you know, stitch together a few videos of your own and make a little demo.
Yeah, we have them actually.
Yeah, well, I would have shown it here if you have one. But I would do that and continue to ask people if they would use it. Who knows, it could be the next Instagram or Snapchat. I mean, Snapchat was just offered $10 billion yesterday. So, but it's kind of crazy, and I like it. Sorry to ramble on.
No, I'm totally with you. I really like it too. And I think for progress, you have made enormous progress. I mean, lightning progress in 2 weeks. So just huge amount of, you know, sort of shifting, pushing, working with the idea, just absolutely great. I think you have the team that can do this. And so I like the way you applied concepts. You clearly heard our feedback and you went forward and you you pushed that feedback. You applied, you know, the market concepts and, you know, all kinds of things. The presentation was a little bit disjointed in a couple of places. You know, you started with this sort of high level, here's the problem, and then you came back to it sort of halfway through. I think I would have done all the market stuff first, because that's sort of the problem, instead of coming back to it. So I think it was, for the flow was a little disorganized for me. I would have liked to have seen, here's the problem, here's the number. You need to say the purpose of the business within, it was almost 2 or 3 minutes in before you said, this is our solution. So you need to show the problem, and then within a minute say, here's our solution, let us tell you how we're going to do it. So that was, so some structural flow things, those are really easy to fix. It has nothing to do with the content of what you're trying to do. I totally agree with Angelo. I mean, this is something that could just go viral and become an overnight success.
It's going to be binary.
Absolutely.
You know, it'll
It
be a
is.
0 or a 1.
Yeah, but it could be a huge success. I think this business has incredible potential because of the nature of the virality, if there is such a word, of the way that it will get shared. So, you know, great energy, great idea. Just keep working on it, because who knows, right? I don't know, Matt, you're
Just a couple
advisor
things.
here,
One
right?
follows on what Angelo said. You can't do it now. You put the photos up, which was great, and even pointing out the distinction, that was great. Then you talked about the algorithm, which I think made all of us feel a little bit uncomfortable. When you get to the point where you can say, here's the photos, and look, here's the 22 that come out of the algorithm, it's going to look a lot stronger.
Yeah.
The other piece I would have liked to see more about, we talked before about sharing, so social media, a little bit of information about that, because the idea, as I understood it, was once the video's done, you hit share and it will send it, because part of the app is it knows all of your accounts.
Right.
So I can just, I don't know if I click and say Twitter, Facebook, whatever, and then send, and it's out. Right?
Yeah.
But talk a little bit about that share, that it's tied into social media. So like Angelo said, the video's done in 30 seconds, I hit share, and it's gone. So the
Yeah.
whole process is maybe a minute
Yeah.
at the most.
And this was part of your, part of your value proposition before, and I think it was, summarizes them in an easily, it's something had to do with, like but one, you can easily summarize and share on the go using social media. So that part I think is important. And the other thing that I just want to add is about the question that you posed. I think it's a good question, but instead of asking how many people use cameras, you should have asked how many people use your smartphones to take pictures. Because it was a little bit, you know, you got 2 people, it was harder to follow. But if you say, how many of you use your smartphones to take all the photos for you?
Right.
And then like 28 people raise their hands, okay, so that's a very good, it's much simpler because it took you a longer time to explain. But I thought, you know, well, you know what I think. I mean, you guys made
Yeah.
a great program.
Even, and that's a good idea with the photos, you could have said, how many photos, who's taken the most
Right.
photos since
Yeah.
we got here?
Yeah.
And how did you take the photos?
That would have
Because
sold.
I bet the people that took the most photos are not people that, nobody likes to carry a camera around. That's the point.
By the way, if it does sell for $10 billion, there's some fine print in my mentor contract.
Actually, it's a smart idea, and we have to say this. Sorry, you're not in the team, but you are always in
But
our
he's an
hearts
advisor.
and our.
You're in our
You're
bank
in-
account,
For
don't
me,
worry.
it's just the joy of participating in it.
I'm gonna take 10%, you might take 5.
Yeah, you wish.
Get another 30.
A lot of persons.
If it sells for 10 billion, I'll be happy with 1/4 of 1%.
All right, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Great.